Some spiciness to you.
Okay, we're starting now. Hey guys, welcome to my first video stream in this new accommodation we've moved. Yes. Hopefully, I appreciate if you're watching now. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, bottom right hand corner. I really appreciate it. Share this video with your mates. Let them know that Man United have bottled it again against Crystal Palace. 3-1. I wasn't able to actually watch the game in full because I literally was moving in as it was happening. So I literally saw the scoreline after moving in. Appreciate whoever's watching now. Leave a like. Be sure to leave a like. Don't be afraid to leave your thoughts in the live chat. Who is your man of the match? Obviously, I don't think I'm in a place to say who my man of the match was. But I don't know. Van der Beek probably because he scored and he's on his debut as well. 45 minutes. Yeah, so let me know if the audio's alright, video's alright, because obviously it's the same equipment but a different setup, a different place. Okay, let's get straight into the business. Okay, fine. I only watched like a 3-minute highlights video. I tried finding a longer highlights video, but it's all gone from YouTube. Come in earlier and done the business that they should have, and we should have beaten Crystal Palace. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Okay, should be alright. Yeah, so Wilfried Zaha scored twice against his former club as Crystal Palace condemned Manchester United to a miserable start to the Premier League campaign with victory at home as well. I know there's no fans, but come on guys, what are we doing? So yeah, let me try and read through this, see what actually happened. The VAR. Okay, the first goal was a good goal, I think. Was it by Townsend? He was a good right. No, it wasn't a good goal. It was a good goal in the sense that Townsend made the good finesse shot. But literally, Lindelof's tracking him down. No, actually, no. I swear it's Townsend. Townsend crossed it in, or someone else crossed it in for Townsend to score. And everybody's shifted to the left. So Maguire's playing left back. We're playing a high line and we're getting exposed because the defense can't make it back in time. We can't make it back in time. We've got no pace. They're too slow. And the cross comes in and Lindelof just doesn't mark his man. Luke Shaw's shifted to the left, so he's not going to do anything. I wish I did see this game in full just to see what the problem was, really. Like, can someone tell me what the problem was? Like, tell me someone what the main problem was. Lindelof, from what I saw from the highlights video, because that's only 3 minutes. And even for that second goal, Lindelof let Townsend onto to get the cross. He literally chasing him and he doesn't stick a foot. All he has to do is stick a foot out and tackle him. But he doesn't. He just waits and waits and waits. And by then you wait, it's too late. The shot goes in. It's too late. Like, stick a foot and he never does that. Why is he always doing that? His lack of physicality is really being exposed there. Maybe Maguire didn't help him too much to cover back, but it just shows that we need a new centre-back option. We need someone to come in. And we were looking at someone like Badiashile or, don't know, Upamecano, left-footed centre-backs, right foot. Even if it's a right-footed centre-back, we need someone pacier, faster. And we all know now, this is now the confirmation we need to know that we need a new transfer of centre-back. Not left-back, not just left-back, not just right-wing, centre-back. And we're probably not going to get one, which is a shame. We were linked to some, but then the links go away, as it always seems to be. It always seems to be like that. But I don't know about you. I don't know. Is that just me? Let me know. Do we need more of a? We need a left back as well to challenge Luke Shaw, but still. But nevertheless, as you can see, referee Martin Atkinson used the VAR monitor to decide if Victor Lindelof has was handballing the ball in his own box. I don't think that should be a handball. I think if that's the rule, I think Graham Souness and Patrice Evra said it, to be fair, quite realistically and quite truthfully, and I agree with him that if that's the rule, that's too harsh, because he's running and he's putting his arm down as the ball hits him as well. That's even worse as well. That's even better as well. And they still give it a handball. I can't believe that. And not even that. We get the penalty. Okay, fine. David De Gea saves it. Decent, good stuff. De Gea under pressure from a new goalkeeper, Henderson, doing the business, saving a penalty in the first time in like 5 years or something. But he's a good goalkeeper. He's showing it there. But apparently it's a retake because he's moved off his line by like 2 inches. Are you having a laugh? They need to stop doing this like thing where it's like, oh, a pixel away. Oh, it's offside. Oh, pixel away off your line. Because realistically, that's just ruining the game. Too much ruining the game. That was a good save. But we're not just going to use that as an excuse. But to be fair, the penalty wouldn't have happened if Lindelof again didn't let this man get onto him. The same thing happening again. I swear he was at fault for all 3 goals. Oh my days. Oh my days. Leave a like if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you're new. Comment who your man of the match was. But there really wasn't any man of the matches really. On this day, except for Van de Beek. If you think about it, even though he played only 45 minutes, he pulled one back 10 minutes from time. As you can see, I'm highlighting here. But Zaha struck again against his former club to deserve victory. To be fair to Zaha, I think that was his best. I think that was a good goal because defenders could have done more, but still Zaha is just proving to be a good player, to be a really good player for them. And of course he scores against his former club. Of course he does. Oh god, I'm so glad the stream's working. Oh my days. Yes, the biggest ever win at Old Trafford. The first time they've beaten United away from home in successive seasons. That means Palace have won their opening 2 games of a top flight season. To be fair to Crystal Palace, they were playing well. They won last game, but still, this should be. We've had a week more than them to prepare for this. We've had a pre-season game which we lost, but 1-0 only to Aston Villa, but it was still a pre-season day. And what? God, Pogba apparently didn't play well, but I didn't see. Obviously, the highlights don't show the whole story. Let me know how he was. Apparently, he was slow. Apparently, wasn't getting the guessing. Apparently, his passing was off, which is not good to see. We do see Pogba in his bad games do that. Was it too soon to play him? Was it too soon? He got coronavirus like 2 weeks ago. Did he have enough training to get back into the squad properly? Don't think so. We should have played Van der Beek from the beginning probably. And as you can see, he scored the goal. And he apparently played well. He played well in the pre-season game as well. He's fantastic. He was making skills, all sorts. And it's good to have him having that goal. So even if we do lose, we have lost. But Van der Beek, the new debut, the new signing, very excited to see him. He gets stuck in. And he looks even in the interviews, he already looks like he's settled. He already looks like he knows the responsibility of being a Man United player, even if some players don't, and even if some owners of the club don't see the responsibility they have. If only we made more signings like that. I don't think we are. It was a horrible day. Too many of his players were off the pace, including Paul Pogba, who was replaced by Van der Beek midway through the second half. That should have been the case from the beginning then. Give Pogba a bit of a rest. Maybe trying to get up to speed. If not, maybe if there was enough training, maybe it might be due to obviously Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coaching. He's not exempt from any criticism. That's team selection is off. Maybe tactically, maybe he didn't get it into the players' minds that they had to go for it. So we'll never know unless we have like a documentary, Amazon documentary, like for Jose Mourinho. I don't know. Roy Hodgson, 5 years younger than Sir Alex Ferguson, a great manager. Watching that, how are we doing this to man? I swear every time Alex Ferguson's watching a game, we bloody lose in front of him. Like he's the guy who led us to this top man level, and we're not doing it. And we just, but it says here, there was a youthful exuberance of the Palace side. Despite conceding possession, they were by far the most inventive and gave central defensive pair, Harry Maguire and Lindelof, a torrid time. I don't know, I swear last season we lost to Old Trafford as well. Yeah, we lost at Old Trafford last season as well. We didn't learn our lesson this time, and we lost again. Are you having a laugh? I can't believe this. I know VAR was harsh in my opinion. Handball was harsh. But you got to score more goals than just one goal from a new signing as well. Where's Bruno? Where's Pogba? Where's the players that we need to rely on? Maybe Martial, Rashford. What are you guys doing? Come on, guys, step up. I know maybe you guys not getting the service you need. But I don't know. I didn't watch the match. Because Martial, I know he's a great player. He's my favourite player. I don't know. But yeah, Rashford seems to be off the pace since that injury. He needs to get back up to speed. Hopefully he can. He's done great stuff off the pitch, but on the pitch he needs to do it. Lindelof was shrugged away far too easily by Schlupp in the... Fair Palace, they got a good side. They got some good players. I've always rated Crystal Palace in terms of like having decent players enough to stay in the Premier League. But no excuses. We should be beating them in the first day of the season. Where's the excitement? Where's the energy? That's all gone now. It's just back to depression. It was just hopefully we can pick ourselves up after this, to be honest. Hopefully we can pick ourselves up to this. So yeah, I think they'll always. I think it says here. What should I say? What should it says here? Yeah, executive vice chairman before the game, Ed Woodward, spoke about the impact of the coronavirus pandemic is having on football's finances. Yep. No, but there's no excuse. We're the richest club in the world, and if other clubs are paying more money than us, then surely that literally statement means nothing. Like, it just does mean nothing. Like, we can pay for centre backs, we can pay for left backs, we can get Sancho if we just pay the money and be brave with it, even if we take the bullet. So we're taking the bullet for a great player, a young player who's going to be with us for a long time. Hopefully he still comes. We'll see. It's just dragged on for too long. This is what we do. This is what our owners do. They drag on deals. They're the obstacle. Our own owners are being the obstacles to our own success. You know it's true. Okay, Ole might be not good enough, and no manager is going to be good enough to override what the Glazers are doing to the club. None managers. You get Sir Alex Ferguson back, and it would be a struggle because Sir Alex Ferguson was just dealing with what he had at the peak of Man United. Now this squad needs better stuff. Even the best managers like Jose Mourinho, Van Gaal even, he did well with Holland. And Ajax back in the day. They couldn't do it at Man United. Because they didn't have the backing. And we thought it was going to be different this time. I thought it was going to be different this time. They give us the hope. It's the hope that kills you, and they didn't deliver. Again, they haven't. Even if they get signings now, even then it's too late. You've cost us almost 3 points maybe. Who knows what would have happened if we got Sancho. Or Reguilon. Or Telles by now, or centre-back. A new centre-back would have been better. I think anyone but Lindelof. Maybe Ole should have taken a risk. Put Tuanzebe on. Put Mengi on. But Bailly on. But he's injury-prone. All these players are young. We needed better talent in the squad that United deserve to try and get to that top level and close the gap on Liverpool. I know every team's going to be watching that now. We're not challenging now. They're going to be seeing us as, no, we're going backwards again. Which hopefully we don't. But it seems to be the most we can do right now is just stagnate and stay fourth, which everybody's been predicting us to get. But we could have been like Chelsea. We could have made the signings we needed to get and challenging for the top level stuff. And they could have been talking this. Oh, maybe like Chelsea, Man United could be title challengers. No, because we bottled it in the transfer market. It says here, despite giving an extra week off because of their European exploits, United were flat. The spark that player of the year, Bruno Fernandes, brought to the United side in January was missing. Pogba was poor and guilty of too many unforced errors. I said that. Out of position, Maguire and Lindelof too often, and they're now conceded first in the 4 home league games. Yeah, it's not looking good. We've been on a downward trajectory even from the end of last season. I know we played really well in the end of last season, but by the very end, at the Europa League level, the Premier League level even, we were starting to run out of steam because we're playing all the same squad all the time. And it seems to me like if we need to play the first 11 to win games. But we didn't play the first 11 today. It seems to me that's the only way we can play decent. It's crazy. McTominay, maybe that was a weird choice to play a CDM. I saw some people saying he was actually alright. Some people saying that was a wrong decision. Maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe McTominay could have played, but not as a CDM. I've never seen McTominay as a CDM. And as I said in my last few streams, check them out if you haven't yet, if you want to know my thoughts on the previous Man United results. I think Fred can play a good CDM. And for some reason, Solskjaer doesn't really rate him too much. But I know maybe Ole was trying to play double pivot, not one pivot, with 2 holding midfielders, not 1. But at the same time, you're restricting Pogba, and McTominay is not the best at defending, in my opinion. I think he's better as a box-to-box midfielder. Like Van de Beek, but a bit worse. But he can get better still. But not as playing as a CDM. Oh, please, TV there. Their best chance, Man United's best chance until Van de Beek's goal was a far post Mason Greenwood header, which the striker sent disappointingly wide. Obviously, Sancho isn't here yet to maybe take the burden off Mason Greenwood, who's still a young lad who had a breakthrough season, but it's going to be even more harder now. The pressure's on for the whole team. And unlucky Greenwood at least he got a chance, for God's sake. Apparently, we didn't make too many chances. The 18-year-old kid, I think he's 18, isn't he? He made a stupid mistake in the summer. I don't know what he was thinking there, but he came back. Hopefully, it's good that he's getting the position. For his standards, for his potential, he could have got the header on target, but at least he got a chance there. And I didn't see any Rashford or Martial highlights, so you know what I mean. So it's good to see the young one playing well still, but you need to work on his finishing a bit better. Maybe obviously a heading is a part of a game, part of his game that isn't as good as his other parts, like his feet. His movement of his feet is so good, but he needs to work on his headers, of course. But he's got way more years ahead of him, hopefully. Solskjaer after the match said, "You can see we are short, but they deserve the points. Today was a performance you don't see very often from this group. We should look ourselves in the mirror. Everyone knows we can perform better at this." Yeah, he's right. He's right. There's nothing more to say for that, to be honest. Obviously from highlights I can see what players did badly, but if I see the whole game, then I can more so challenge I can more so criticise and see what the manager's all about if I watch the whole 90 minutes of the game. Okay, I think we're going to continue streaming for 10 more minutes, so leave your thoughts down below before it's over. Roy Hodgson went to say, "I thought that both defensively and offensively they were good. We made certain and kept them playing in front of us, and they could not profit from those spaces. They are skillful enough to find. And when we had the ball, I thought we looked very dangerous and threatening. So I don't think it was a big surprise that we scored 3. So yeah, when I saw the scoreline after the match, I literally thought they scored 3 goals, not a penalty. So I was like, oh my god, we absolutely demolished. But at the same time, apparently we didn't deserve to win anyway. So GG to Crystal Palace, mate. I think that attacking wise, it looked like they were all right, but we could have dealt with it. Defensively, they must have been good because apparently we couldn't bloody get chances. Too many chances. So defensively, they're a very tight knit unit. Fair play to them. But we've got to find a way to break through the lines like we were doing at the end of last season. We were, so yeah. Let's see the ratings that BBC put. The BBC viewers put. They put Pogba near the bottom as well. Lindelof, of course, bottom. Daniel James, people don't like. I saw someone from the United stand say James was just as bad as everyone else, but everyone's just picking on him because it's Daniel James. I think at right winger, he can play inverted right winger. Maybe in the future when he develops as a player more. Play him at the left wing. He's more comfortable at the left wing. He scored against Crystal Palace last season from the left wing. If you're going to start him, which I don't think you should be starting anyway, start him at left winger. You have to train him up to be a right winger. I don't think it worked out. Whether that's a coaching thing or also him being young. Too young to play this kind of game. Not too talented enough yet. Not developed enough as a player yet to play. Zaha, Townsend, we made them look like bloody Barcelona. We made them look like Zidane and Roberto Carlos, mate. It's crazy. No, not Roberto Carlos. Zidane and who was the other player? Romario. Did he play for Real Madrid or something? Sako, Kyote. They got good players to be fair, but we could see who they were up for it more than us, even though we had more the possession. 17 shots, okay, decent to the 14 shots, but they had more shots on target than us. That shouldn't be happening whatsoever for a Man United game against Crystal Palace. 9 corners, but again, Harry Maguire can't head it in the right direction. He's the tallest player. We've got him for headers as well to score as well as defend. And his defending's been criticised, so he's got to at least try and score some goals to really alleviate the pressure. He scored one good one in the FA Cup, but apart from that, he needs to do better. At least get them on target, for God's sake. He keeps on missing them every time I see him. Ridiculous. So the corners we never score from. Every time I see us corner for Man United, I know we're not going to score. I see this every time. It's not even like it's not even funny anymore. It's not even funny. It's just literally every time we get a corner, it's like it might as well be a goal kick. Oh my days! 13 fouls for us. Apparently Pogba at the start of the game was making loads of fouls. I obviously again I like enthusiasm, but I've said this before, but I like the enthusiasm, but you got to direct it elsewhere in terms of actually playing well, in terms of attacking well, quickly. To be fair, Crystal Palace made 10 fouls, but still. Okay, so where does this leave us for the season? We are now, where are we? We're 16th. Obviously, it doesn't really matter early days. But it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. We're 6 points below Arsenal already. Obviously, I know we've got one more game to play. But it's just we need the pressure's on again. The pressure's already on. And the scary thing is, this could be another, like I said, a repeating of the cycle. It's going to happen again with the owners. Ole's going to get the blunt of it. This guy's going to get the blunt of it. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to get fired. That's what I'm scared of. And it's going to be the same type of thing. We get a new manager in, and the same thing happens again in a couple of years' time. After everybody got excited again. You know what I mean? So yeah, this guy needs to fix up as well as the Glazers. Edwards needs to get fired. The Glazers probably need to fire themselves for hiring this guy and everybody else who negotiates transfers, because we can't negotiate transfers. Every time we're in a transfer race, once other teams are involved, we crumble. We can't sign anybody. The other teams buy the players instead when the other teams get involved in the transfer race. What was I going to say? Negotiate. We know what players everybody wants. It's like... I had something in the tip of my tongue, but I forgot what to say. But you know the picture. You know what I'm on about. Buy the bloody Sancho. Negotiate. We negotiate even when we do get players. We're getting helped, but this is what I was going to say. We get helped by people, and the only reason we got Van de Beek is because Ole had to step in because negotiation was stagnating, and apparently, I know it's not speculation, but still, like, it's probably true. But what definitely is true is that Edwin van der Sar bloody had to help to get us Van de Beek. Edwin van der Sar is the best bloody transfer negotiator for Manchester United, and he doesn't even bloody work for Manchester United. Like, well, how is that happening then? How's it? I know he's one of our own. We got to bloody rely on people who like us and who played with us before to bloody get the transfers done, because this prat can't do it, as Mark Goldbridge would say. Let me see this argument or this article. Patrice Evra receiving inside. This is the first time Man United have lost their opening game of a Premier League campaign for just the third time. They lost to Everton in 1992 and Swansea in 2014. And even if Ole isn't the right man for the job, you know, it doesn't make a difference. The owners are still going to bleed this club dry, as Goldbridge said himself as well. But it's true. I agree with him. Chelsea have just lost to Liverpool. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Almost... our next game. When's our next game? Leave a like if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Bottom right corner. I really appreciate if you've been watching this till the end. You're a tart man. Or even if you're watching this after it's been uploaded. I really very much appreciate it. Luton. We've got Luton next. I'm not gonna do a video on the cup games unless they're big cup games. But I'll definitely be looking to do a reaction straight after the Brighton v Man United game if I can. I'm gonna definitely try and clear out my schedule for that one. 12:30, so around 3 p.m. I should be alright. I'll schedule it anyway on Saturday. We've got a win against Brighton, and Brighton are a decent team. They just scored 3 against Newcastle, didn't they? So they're managed by a decent team, Graham Potter, and the pressure will be on. It's away from home. And yeah, we have to get back into the swing of things. We have to get players back in the squad. We have to try and play with our best 11. And we'll try and create a second 11 that can actually perform, because we're going to play on all fronts, Champions League and Premier League. So we can't play the good teams all the time, otherwise everyone's going to get tired. So we need to find a solution, and transfers does help, guys. Transfers do help in that. But let's hope they get the message. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Rewind some bits of previous analysis. Actually, there's no point rewinding because this whole video is going to be uploaded after I end the stream anyway. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time for some hopefully FIFA 21 demo gameplay. We'll see. And obviously FIFA 21 career mode's coming very soon, so I'll make a video on that to see what team I should choose for that one. And yeah, next week I'll do another match reaction. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Sim,